Hey everybody, finally! I went through so many hoops, so many hurdles in order to bring this to you guys. Is because the Super Nintendo emulators are really finicky, especially with things like Fraps and with other kind of recording software. If you happen to know about the Super Nintendo, is that you can do things like record AVI files, but the sound wouldn't work, and there are just so many different technical problems that I had in order to bring this to you guys. So that was actually the reason I couldn't bring this to you for the first time, and I've actually been like all throughout yesterday and today, I've been like trying to do whatever I can, looking up help throughs, help guides, and anything I can do in order to bring this to you guys. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, is this is kind of the same situation like with Star Wars, episodes 4, 5, and 6, is that you can't really watch like episodes 4 and 5 without watching 6, right? So that was kind of the same thing I was feeling with the randomizers, with the original Legend of Zelda, with Zelda 2 and Ocarina of Time, and I was thinking, this just isn't complete without a Link to the Past, at least, because it's part of it. There is a big following as such with the randomizers and such when it comes to a Link to the Past, so I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I know that some people are going to be looking at my videos and such, and who knows, maybe they'll probably frown or something at me, but I am kind of a perfectionist in this kind of thing, is that, well, it just kept on nagging at me, and I just kept on thinking, like, you know what, I'll do it. I'll do it somehow. I'll look up whatever it takes in order for me to get this through, and, yeah, and I don't regret it though either, is that this is going to be part of it. I guess it's now a quadrille, I don't know what you call it, a quad thing now. I guess I had the complete set now. I don't know what you would call it, but anyways, as I mentioned like earlier, like A Link to the Past is probably the Zelda game that I am the least experienced with. Just to start this out, because a good thing to know about this with the randomizer, just kind of starting out with this, is that they give you different difficulties in order to randomize this game. There are 5 different difficulties, which is easy, normal, hard, insane, and expert, something like that. And then I chose the normal difficulty because I'm sorry guys, it's just I don't really know this game a whole lot, so I'm excited to play it and everything, but I really like the difficulty of it, like kind of toned down when it comes to the randomizer, because I just don't know a whole lot about the game. And so anyways, yeah, I know this is kind of an awkward thing, just kind of booting this game in, but I was kind of running out of time though too, because well, I got Ocarina of Time done, and then I got the 3 Zelda games in, so I was like, I gotta find something in order to make this thing work. And there were just so many things, and yeah, just so many problems that kept on coming around, and eventually I found out something that worked with Fraps, so I was like, oh, finally. I did some tweaking and such, and I finally got it. I'm now able to record my Super Nintendo games, so this is awesome and everything. So, to kind of give a bit of a background with this game right here, is that this is what the required ROM that it wanted me to get was some kind of a Japanese version. I think it's some Super Famicom version. So, so I had to get that in order to get this randomizer going. I know there's like kind of a big following, like with speedrunning this game though too, and so yeah, so it took quite a bit of hurdles in order for me to actually get my hands on this. And well, as you know, I just went immediately to the back where the sword portrait was, instead of like going directly towards Princess Zelda, I suppose. As I said, like, I'm not as experienced with this game. Like, I've only played it like, I probably played and beaten it about 3 times in my life, probably twice about yeah, as I said, about 13 years ago, and then once about a year ago when I was trying it out for the countdown with the top 20 Zelda games. So I'm not really familiar or anything like with a whole lot of the layout of this game. So yeah, I wanted to tone down the difficulty so it was just something manageable, something I could work with. Because yeah, I'm just so glad that they like gave out the options, because the other randomizers are super vague on just how, oh crap, I already got the medallion. Yeah, the other ones are like super vague or something, and like saying just how hard they are, like the original Legend of Zelda. It just like it brings it out on the different difficulties, like the Maelstrom difficulty and Ocarina of Time. It just gives you some options, and that's pretty much it. Like whether you want to open stuff or, oh crap, I'm already having a bit of trouble. Okay, but yeah, I can't believe I already got the Quake medallion. Anyways, when it comes to randomizing this, and Yeah, again, and things, I apologize for this, like, being awkward, just kind of sliding this in here at the last second, and I know that some people are going to frown at me, but I seriously did want to complete the set, because it just kept on nagging at me, is that you cannot do 3 of the Zelda games with randomizers without including a Link to the Past, especially with the following that it has, and as referenced with the top 20 Zelda games is that I don't hate the game. I really don't. Like, I know that it kind of has it's a little bit tedious with its combat, a little bit more than I'd like, but regardless though, it's still something that I really do enjoy. So I am looking forward to this. Like, don't think that I'm doing this out of obligation or that I'm getting a gun like pointed to my head saying, "Oh, you got to do this" and something, but I'm actually looking forward to this. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, checking out the different heart containers and checking out what the randomizing is, and I just don't want it to be too hard. And I guess I phrased that enough. But regardless, though, it's a good bit of background. Okay, so I think, and I don't know what's actually randomized or not. So, just kind of coming into this, I have no stinking clue about what's randomized. Like, I don't know if the dungeon layouts are going to be different. I don't know what the overworld is going to be like. I bet it will be the same though, because I doubt they'd go like Zelda 2 and just randomize overworld. That'd just be too much work, especially for a 16-bit system. So I know. Oh, it skipped the cutscene too, so I didn't have to worry about that. Yeah. But I have to admit that this randomizer kind of worked differently from the other ones. Is because usually with randomizers you have to like download the program and you have to update them and stuff like that, and then it kind of patches the ROM for you, so that way you can get like, kind of like a randomizer. But this one was kind of accessed a little bit differently. It was that you have to go to a website and then you have to transfer your ROM that you want to patch up. Yeah, you have to upload it, and then it gives you a ROM in return, so you can kind of download it from their website. So that was actually pretty neat, to be honest, because I don't have to worry about like downloading the program to keep tabs on it or anything. And it kind of makes sense though too, because it's a speedrunning community, so it makes it very, very accessible. So I'm actually really glad. But the question I have is, I think there was like a comment, I think somewhere in my video, I think it was about a couple of days ago when I was doing the original Legend of Zelda, is that I think the speedrunning, like with A Link to the Past and the randomizer, is like super, super popular at the moment. And I have to ask, like, why is that? No, like, that's not a, like, I'm not being rhetorical or anything. Like, why is it that A Link to the Past randomizer is so popular in the speedrunning community? Because I'd really like to know that, and I'll probably join the Discord server. So that way, though, I can kind of interact with other Zelda players while I'm doing that. So, oh yeah, I guess that's a good way that you can probably contact me, though, too, is that, I do a Discord server in my free time. I do get around with a few different video game channels, so if you do want to try and find me or something, I'll probably be in the Link to the Past randomizer, or in that Discord channel if you guys want to find me. Like, if you can happen to, because I looked it up and I think there's like, I don't know, like 3,000 people or something like signed up, so I don't know, good luck trying to find me in that clutter mess. So I don't have the lantern this time. Oh crap. I'm so used to like doing this with the Game Boy Advance ROM. So I'm like used to like using R or something in order to pick up pots instead of like using the A and B buttons, or the A button with the Super Nintendo. So it's a little bit different, but and I have to admit though too is that I played the beginning once before, and I even recorded my voice because I thought that I got all the hurdles done in trying to record this, but I didn't. It turns out it was some more finicky software with the SNES 9X, which is the emulator that I'm using, and it kind of gave me a lot more bullcrap than I was kind of asking for. So yeah, recording Super Nintendo games is probably the most finicky emulator to get the proper gaming card in order to get it to work. So I kind of like, yeah, as I spent like all of yesterday and today, so that's why I'm kind of still talking about it, is that oh, did it give me bombs? It gave me bombs, didn't it? Oh wow, this early in the game, I suppose. And my guess on that is that probably because it's an easier difficulty, so it's probably giving me a lot of leniency on where it's possible to go. So I'm actually not surprised that it actually did that. Okay, so I'm trying. It's okay. So narrow down. Okay. Oh, small key. I'm probably guessing they kept a good track on like the small keys and stuff in order to progress through these dungeons. So I'm probably guessing they'll give me plenty of keys as I go through this. Okay. I don't need like, let's see, I think I can just walk through the water here, so that's not a problem. still in my limited sight mode, but I actually kind of like this. I'm not going to lie, because it kind of reminds me of a stealth game. Is that, well, like when you use the lantern on one thing, then all of a sudden you can see the entire room. So it kind of has a nice stealthy maneuver to it. So I'm actually kind of enjoying this a bit. All right, so let's see. So let's head up north. Let's head through here. Okay. Oh, and then I got the medallion like super early in the game, so I can get. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, I don't have access to the overworld map yet. That's right. So. Okay, and I need a small key, so is it in this room, or if not, then I probably got to go check the rat. Oh, there we go, small key. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're not going to leave me hanging or anything. I'm sure that because this is such a speedrunning event, I'm sure that this has been beta tested and tested through every single possible scenario to make sure that this becomes really reliable for the speedrunning community. So I'm not in any doubt or anything. Oh, let's see. So let's see. You got bats. Oh yeah, and I got my bombs though too. For some reason they give you that in the early game. I thought that you needed like a bomb bag or something, but maybe I'm just thinking of Ocarina of Time a little bit too much, I guess. But well, they did it in the original Legend of Zelda, so I shouldn't really be surprised. Ooh, 3 random chests. Will they be? Oh, what is that like? That's not the Cane of Samaria. I forgot what it was called, but is that the one that like wraps a shield around you as you move around? Oh, and I got a piece of heart too. So, not too bad. I don't know. Like, to be honest, I think the Blue Cane of Samaria, that's what I'm going to call it, the Blue Cane of Samaria. Because I'm so used to seeing it from the Oracle games and such. Okay, let's see. So, oh, I just had to push the center block. That's it. I'm so used to, like, pushing them off to the side and then in the center. Because, like, it's the common puzzle norm when it comes to those things. It's like the most basic beginner's trap. So, oh, let's see. So, got mice and stuff, like, around here. And as long as I don't need a key, then I guess I don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, and I think the right one like triggers the door, if I remember right. If I can get this combat to actually work. What you saw right there, like with the swings, what I was doing with that mouse is that you probably noticed that I actually missed quite a bit. And that's probably the thing I don't like about A Link to the Past, is that the swipe with the sword isn't really too much to my liking. Oh wow, 300 rupees! Wow. Go be a hero. Well, remember that this is the Japanese version from the Super Famicom version, so I know that this game is in Japanese, but when they randomize it, I think they translate it into the English version. It's a kind of a English dopey version, but still, it's something. I kind of like prefer that kind of charm when it just says, oh, go be a hero. I kind of like that lighthearted stuff rather than, well, like the tutorials that you usually find in video games nowadays. So let's see. So what's my leads here? So, oh, I got the green pendant over in the desert area, which is supposed to be in the Eastern Palace. And then we got Triforce Shards 2 and 4. So does this mean that let's see, do I have access to the Dark World at this point? I actually don't know. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. It's to get a magic mirror or to find like one of those portals or something in order to transport me, but... Well, I don't know how that's going to go. As I said, I don't know anything about this randomizer, so I'm going in about as blind as a bat, pretty much, or blind as a kese, I suppose. Okay, oh, I wonder if the fortune teller will work. Let's see, let's try him out. Welcome. Oh, I hope that he doesn't really, I must know, negative. Oh, I love the translation. It's pretty humorous. By the black cats, nothing doing. For 30 rupees, it is done. Oh, I'm kind of glad that it did dupe me, because I didn't want like to be spoiled with like an item location or anything, because that would have really wrecked the fun out of it. So I'm kind of glad I got duped for 30 rupees. Kind of felt like I got fined for cheating. So I actually kind of liked that they did that, because yeah, I just want to experience this as legitimately as I can. And let's see. Oh, I'm just some dude. This is Blind's hut. I love it. I love it. I think this is probably the funniest text I've come across so far. Oh, other than I guess I can probably describe this to you as probably, let's see. I'm kind of like thinking here a little bit. I want to, oh wait, I want to make sure I open these all up all the way. So let's push this around. Okay, green rupee. And let's push that. Piece of heart, good. Oh, not really any essential items yet, but I got up to 5 hearts now, so I guess this might be an Ocarina of Time thing to say, but well, if there are so many pieces of parts around, then I just hope that that's not what I keep on getting, because I do need other items though. Okay, so let's go check out Kakariko Village. It's a good starting point, at least, to start checking this out. And, well, me, my noob brain, I suppose. And, hey, yo, Jason, long time no see. You want a Master Sword? Well, good luck with that. It occurs to me that I like toast and jam, but cheese and crackers is better. You like? Actually like cheese more than jam. Anywho, I gotta have things to do. See those 2 ovens? Yeah, 2. Who has 2 ovens? I'm actually liking this. Like, it's really cheesy humor. Don't mind the pun, because he just asked me if I like cheese, but I actually like when a randomizer kind of gets humorous like this. Oh! He gave me the piece of heart. Okay. I think he's like... Is he supposed to give you a bottle? I really don't remember. Wow. Well, like, since I'm away from the Super Nintendo with a Link to the Past, since I haven't played it, and since I don't actively think about it, I'm probably guessing... Gartelp, the creeper, Jaso is here. Oh... So that's still here. But yeah, since I don't really think about A Link to the Past, like, hardly ever, I don't really remember where any of the items or like any of the chests are, so you'll have to forgive me. So I'm like using really broad leads like the Kakariko Village in order to help me get some leads in this game. And I'm just really glad that I got the emulator up and working, because yeah, that was really kind of a butt to set up. Because yeah, I just like got here just after setting it all up. So yeah, I'm really glad that everything worked out in that favor. And, alright. Right away, little guy. And I'll have the Pegasus boots, I suppose, in order to chase you. Let's see. Oh, does this guy, like, give you... Doesn't he give you an item? I'm sick. Show me a bottle, get something. Okay, so I guess I gotta, like, bring him a bottle or something in order to get something in return, I suppose? I don't know. Let's check it out. Heading into the back door. I remember there's a chest back here. Alright. What is that? No, like, no, I'm being genuine. Like, what is that? I don't remember what that item does, and I can't select it either. I can't see what it is. What is that? Is that the thing that kind of prevents you from turning into a bunny when you go into the dark world? Oh, if I had to fancy a guess, that's what I'm thinking that was. Okay. I sure do have a lot of beds. Zora is a cheapskate and will try to sell you his trash for 500 rupees. So you talking about the guy that sells me the paddle things, the Zora flippers, I think? Is he talking about that? I don't know. Okay, so I already checked that. Let's go into the chicken coop next. Oh, I guess nothing's really changed here, I guess. And the prices kind of seem reasonable. I guess there's nothing really randomized with this part right here. Okay, what's this? Someday I'll be in a high school band. Okay, well, good for you. Let's see, is there a back door or anything I can use to get into this? Yeah, look at me. Just, I'm sure that every experienced Link to the Past player is just like, what? How do you not know this, that, this, and that, and this, and that? Oh, good thing I chose a lower difficulty, I suppose. Okay, I think I pretty much explored everything here in the Kakariko Village. My problem is that I'm thinking about the Eastern Palace, where you usually get the green pendant, but my next problem is... Oh, there's a 20 rupee thing. I need a Pegasus boots to knock that down. My next problem I'm thinking about is the Eastern Palace. I don't remember what the item is that you need to get in there. But I'm guessing it would be rather... I'm guessing it would be rather easy since I'm on an easier difficulty, but at the same time, though, like... I'm wondering if it will pull like an Ocarina of Time rug trick on me or something and saying that I need to go to different dungeons at different times depending on what items I happen to get. Yeah, 15 seconds. Go. Yes. If I remember right, I think this is the way forward. Okay, there we go. Your time was, yep, nice. You can... I love it. I guess he's not really too far from the truth at the moment because I don't really have any essential items at the moment. I love how upfront this randomizer is. Like, that's kind of my sense of humor, is that I like the timing of really blunt words when they come at certain times. That's kind of my sense of humor, so that's what I'm actually liking the most from this randomizer so far, is that I expect like a word or something to pop up, then all of a sudden it says, oh, you can have this trash. I love that. Okay, so let's see what's up here. I think this is the music guy, if I remember right. Let's see, I think he's like... Oh, is he not there? Or does he appear in the dark world? And I think, I don't remember if it's this world or the dark world, but I need a shovel or something in order to dig up that top left corner. But I still need to get the shovel, so... it's a lead, though. It's something to think about if I can manage to get my hands on the shovel. But actually, I don't think I have good items or really anything to start out with. Because remember, I got the blue cane, which... It doesn't really help a whole lot. Okay, so... And I don't have the gauntlets or anything, though, too, so I can't open that. Let's see. I'm trying to think, like, where do I go? Like, yeah, I don't really know where any of the chest locations are, so, like... Well, I guess the best way to do it is to probably get into the... Probably find some holes, because, like, I got bombs and things, so it's giving me that leniency. Okay, so I can't climb Death Mountain at the moment, because I think, if I remember right, you need gloves in order to get up there. Let's see, I think I probably checked down here. Let's see, that. Yep, that's right. And then there's this that you can open up. But question is, does it contain chests or is it a fairy fountain? Because like I know there are a lot of fairy fountains in A Link to the Past. And well done. Let us have a cup of tea. Well, okay. Whatever you say, I suppose. Kind of like reminds me of Gordon Ramsay. Actually, I just watched him. I think like on a Kitchen Nightmares episode, and it says something about grilling lettuce or something. And well, I hope that's not a thing. I don't know how you can grill lettuce. Oh, I guess the shield and stuff doesn't really work as planned, I guess. Well, let's head over here to the west. I want to see if I can find another chest or any opening I can find. As I thought, you need the gauntlets in order to get over there. I just came from that way, so... Let's see. Oh man. Are these guys like randomized like on health or something? Because like, okay. So let's head over here. I know there are a few gaps over here. Oh, get out of my way. Okay. Oh, isn't this where there's like a door or something? Or is it over here? I could have sworn. Oh, I guess not. Oh, he's mute. Don't talk to me or touch my sign. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I guess they keep some things like realistic with this emulator or this randomizer anyways. Oh man, I'm running out of hearts. I should probably go see that fairy again over on the other side. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I found another fairy. What do you know? Let us have a cup of tea. Indeed. That should be like a meme. I'm probably going to use that from now on. Every time that I go to some random fairy, I'm going to say, let us have a cup of tea. So random. I love it. Okay, so I know that there's that sign up there at the top where you can get a medallion usually, but, well, I got one of the medallions. Let's see. Oh, I want to go up to the top because, well, there's a very interesting pattern when it comes to A Link to the Past. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but have you ever noticed that all cave openings happen to be on the north side of a mountain? Like, you can see right here, it's in the north side of the mountain at the moment, but you never see them, like, facing towards the west or east or south walls. Has anybody ever noticed that? Well, anyways, though, I'm going to get into here, and I hope I can find a chest or anything I can use to progress. I once had a fish dinner. I still remember it to this day. Oh, I actually don't have to disagree with them because, well, I'm not a big fan of fish myself. I love these topic starters. I'm not a big fan of fish myself. I know that a lot of people really like them, especially the adults, because I worked at a fast food restaurant that sold fish, and I never really liked it. I kind of felt like it was really greasy. Well, the texture of the fish, to be honest, it was the halibut that I tried. Because it was kind of flat and stuff, like the texture of the food, it was really easy to tell just how greasy the fish was. So I do have to say that I do remember my fish dinners too. Okay, do I need the medallion? No, that's the Dark World. Where you need the medallion. Oh yeah, I need the... Oh crap, I need the... Yeah, that's right. I forgot. It was some kind of script or something in order to read this, and... Nope, I do not have it, so I can't enter this dungeon. It's good to check, though, because, well, I'm going to need to come back here sooner or later. Oh! What's that doing up there? What's the blue Zord defense tunic doing all the way up there? Holy crud. And I remember that's where the portal is in order to get into the light world, I suppose. So glad that those birds don't really do a whole lot. Okay, so far I need the script in order to get into that. I need the gloves in order to get up into Death Mountain. Although I don't know how to get into the Dark World yet, so I don't really have any options in order to explore any other dungeon except for the first dungeon. So that's probably where I'm going to go next. I'll probably go check out Lake Hylia too before I head up that way. So I'll probably go check out Lake... Well, let's head into... Oh crap, I forgot. I need the Zora Flippers. It doesn't do damage to me, which is good. Let's see. So I don't think you can really get too far into this until you get into the Dark Portal. So, well, at least there's a chest here, so that's something. Oh, I think that's the cape that turns you invisible and invincible, if I remember right. So you can like walk over spikes with that. So that's a practical item. That's actually something I use pretty often when the going gets pretty tough. So I'm actually glad I got that. But I need an essential item though. Okay, and I don't know how to access the Dark World though too, because that might be the thing that's holding me back the most. Is that I don't know if the Dark Portal is like... Well, like, you need to get the glove and up to Death Mountain in order to access it, but... Yeah, I don't know the rules of this randomizer, because, like... Well, look at this. There's 2 different Triforce pieces right there and the pendant right there, so... That must mean that you have to get to the Dark World somehow, right? Let's see, I don't really have any way or anything to... Oh, that guy got stuck there at the pit at the bottom. That's nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot how wild these guys can get. They're kind of all over the place. Alright, so let's head over here to the right with Lake Hylia. And I really don't like these crab things, and I can't hit those with the sword. I remember that, because if you like play as many Zelda games as I have, then you know not to come across those. Okay, so let's head into here. I hope I can get some hearts. I want to get some hearts. Okay, so... Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do after this point. Well, let's see. So I think I'll go check out Lake Hylia a little bit, and then... Oh yeah, there's the bomb and things like right there. I think there's a fairy fountain here too. I sure do hope so. Okay, and then I think... Yeah, I think there's some kind of fairy that gives you something in the left chamber. I remember it's bombable. Yeah, that's right. So you can't get past this point until you bomb that part over to the left, and hopefully it can get me a good item. Because, yeah, I need a lead. And I feel really limited compared to Ocarina of Time in that regard. Is that, well, it feels like I can't get to the Master Sword, or like I can't reach the Dark Portal because I can't get up onto the mountain yet. So, where do you find the Dark World? That's kind of my next thing. Oh, well, so much for me putting the difficulty on normal, huh? Oh, I can lift those things now, so I can get up to Death Mountain now. I can lift this. So it's something. I think I might finish up by... Let's see, who are you? I'm a rupee pot farmer. One day I will take over the world with my skills. Have you met my brother in the desert? He's way richer than I am. Oh, indeed. And for some reason I was reminded of Weed when he was talking to me, like, in that fashion. Is that he's saying, oh, he's so much richer than I am. It kind of like made it sound like he was talking about weed or something, but... Alright, so I think I'm actually getting really close to the 30-minute marker, so I think I'll head to the Eastern Palace, actually, and then I'll probably start my search to there, because I can't get into the second dungeon, and the third dungeon just opened up to me, which is nice. Oh, let's see. I wonder what the harder difficulties do to it, but again, and things, I'm not going to test it, and I'm really glad that I'm on the difficulty that I am, is that I want it randomized, but I'm a sponge when it comes to this game. Is that I'm a damage sponge pretty much. Is that I don't know what the heck I'm doing or where to go or where the chests are, but as I said, I'm enjoying this just as much as the other randomizer. So don't get me wrong, like I'm enjoying the experience, but I really do like more of a casual play of this game rather than more hardcore Zelda stuff. So I'm really glad that they gave out those flexible options for that. Okay. So, I don't have to go into my house, because that's where I found the piece of heart. So, let's head into the Eastern Palace, and then I'll probably stop it there. But, yeah, I'm psyched for this. Really excited. Well, I think the thing that kind of amazes me most about it is I don't know really anything about it. Because, like, The Legend of Zelda, I know what I'm going into. Zelda 2, I know what I'm going into. Ocarina of Time, I know what I'm getting into. With this, it's kind of more like a mystery boat to me. So, I don't really know what's going to go on. So, I actually like it the most about that, is that I don't know what's going to happen to me. Let's see, I think this guy gives you something. I remember, he's like in a yellow robe. Want something for free? Go earn the green pendant in Desert Palace, and I'll give you something. So he just told me where the green pendant was, is to go and, well, I already saw it on the mini-map, so it's not like he was telling me anything new, but, well, I guess that means if I can get the green pendant, then I can get an item from him. Well, let's see. Oh, I got the hook shot. Oh, that'll be nice. That will get me into some places up at Death Mountain. So I know there's like bridges you can cross up there. So that'll be super nice. Loving it, loving it. You know, I don't picture that this randomizer is really going to be as long as the other ones because, oh, I mean no offense or anything like with anybody who loves A Link to the Past, but just like Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, A Link to the Past overworld is a little bit short, but the disadvantage that it kind of has is that it's faster paced than those other two games, is that Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, it's kind of a slow burner when it comes to exploring the overworld because, well, with Zelda 2, like when you come across places like the towns and things like that, then the game just kind of temporarily stops with you like moving around with the overworld so you can check something out, like dungeons and such. With this one, it's kind of not like that. Like every time you find a cave or a town, you're in there and then you're out. So it's kind of the fastest game, in my opinion, for helping you like scavenge the overworld, like even more than Zelda 1. So I can actually picture that this one, it's very possible that I could get this randomizer done first. You see what I'm saying? I could have sworn that you needed something in order to get into this, like an owl, or maybe I'm thinking of the dark world, I suppose. And then I think I've pretty much reached my limits at this point, so I'm actually not going to go any further than this. But what do I think about it? I'm looking forward to it. Like, don't get me wrong or anything. Like, A Link to the Past may be my least favorite Zelda game or something, but don't let that like shade your judgment or anything about me, like in not liking this game or anything, because I still have a blast with A Link to the Past. And just like with Zelda 1, the original Legend of Zelda, is that knowing that this is going to get randomized, kind of turning it into more of a mystery-based adventure, even though that it kind of has outdated controls, in my opinion, it makes all the difference in making this game enjoyable. So don't get me wrong, I'm really looking forward to this when we loop around to this again. So again, sorry for adding this in as a last-minute thing. I'm sure this will make some Zelda players happy on my channel and some not so happy. I am definitely sure that some people will look at this video and say, oh, Slash Star, you're already doing 3 Zelda games as it is. Why add a 4th one? And as I said at the beginning, you can't have Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and then just leave out 6, right? That's kind of how I felt with A Link to the Past, and I just kept on scavenging all over the place in order for me to make this work, and I finally did. So I'm really happy. So anyways, that's all I have for you today, and we'll check out the Eastern Palace, and I don't know what item you need in here, but the only way to check it out is to go through it, I suppose. And well, I'll see you guys in the next video.